Hey guys, it's Patrick James from Keto Vision.
And this is Jess Pinkerton from Vitality Fitness.
And today we're going to show you what the most delicious thing you should have every morning is, which is some Bulletproof coffee.
All right, so Bulletproof coffee is a great breakfast on the ketogenic diet. There are so many benefits, but one of the main ones comes from the medium chain triglyceride oil that you add into it, or MCT oil. The important thing when looking for an MCT oil is to try to find one that is the majority caprylic acid, or C8. Now the 8 stands for how many carbon atoms are on that molecule. So there are 3 different types of medium chain triglycerides. There's caprylic acid, which is C8, capric acid, C10, and then lauric acid, C12. The most beneficial one for ketosis is the caprylic acid. So a brand like Brain Octane Oil, which you can get on Amazon or at the Bulletproof website, is going to be most effective because MCTs, and specifically caprylic acid, are processed differently than any other fats in our body. They bypass the lymph system, going directly to our liver, where they're converted to ketone bodies. So when you're trying to get into a state of ketosis, it gives you a little boost, and if you're already there, it gives you that great mental focus and the clarity that comes with having MCTs fueling your brain. Remember, ketones have 38% more energy than glucose. So that's one of the great benefits of the ketogenic diet in general, but having Bulletproof coffee for breakfast really sets you up for a great day ahead. You're going to be satiated for hours, you're going to have energy and great mental clarity, and it all comes from a simple cup of coffee. So we're going to explain the steps that you take to put together a great cup of Bulletproof coffee. All right, so first you're going to blend or do with a Keurig just a cup of coffee. All right, with that cup of coffee, you're going to combine with it a full tablespoon of grass-fed butter, preferentially. So you want to use KerryGolds, which you can find now pretty much anywhere, at any of the grocery store. And they even now have it in the stick form where it's labeled off by the tablespoon. So every tablespoon is marked off. It's very easy to just chop off 1 tablespoon and throw it into your blender. All right, the other ingredient, like I mentioned, is the MCT oil. Okay, so with that, you always have to work up slowly. If you've never had MCT oil before, the goal is to work your way up to 1 full tablespoon in your coffee, but I always recommend starting with a teaspoon for 2 days, then working up to 2 teaspoons for the next 2 days, and then from there on out, a full 3 teaspoons, which equals a tablespoon. Okay, so if you work up slowly, you won't have any digestional distress the way you might if you just jump right into that full tablespoon.
Basically what Jeff is trying to say is you will poop your pants if you have too much MCT oil in the beginning.
That will not happen, but you could have diarrhea or loose stool.
Exactly.
So the other thing you can add, for those people who like sweet coffee, Truvia is a great way to get the sweetness in, but Truvia is not going to spike your insulin or your blood sugar, so it's not going to throw you out of ketosis the way some sweeteners would. So I really like just to add a packet of Truvia if you want a sweeter taste. Now, if you like black coffee, you don't need any type of sweetener in it. It's going to be frothy, it's going to be creamy, it's going to be the consistency of like a latte. Now, I know some people have issues with dairy, so even though butter doesn't have a lot of the milk protein in it, some people are sensitive to it. So for those of you who can't handle butter, a great way to swap that out is to use cacao butter. Okay, so this you can order on Amazon, and you'd use the same amount. So a full tablespoon of this in your coffee with the MCT oil, you have a dairy-free Bulletproof type coffee.
A common question a lot of people have is, can you substitute coconut oil for MCT oil? And Jeff's got the answer for that.
Yeah, so coconut oil is a great source of medium chain triglyceride. It is about 60% MCT, okay? But the MCT oil is a much more concentrated version of the coconut oil. So you're getting 10 times the caprylic acid in 1 tablespoon of the brain octane oil as you are in the coconut oil. So to really feel the most, I guess, brain benefits and the most mental clarity, you really want to use the MCT or brain octane oil in place of the coconut oil. All right, Patrick, cheers.
Cheers.
What do you think?
So good.
Yeah,
Super creamy too.
it's gonna keep us energized all day.
All day. And probably all night. I'm not gonna sleep. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna get a bunch done tonight.
You will be able to sleep.
So, all right, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.